Hey y'all, so today I'm doing a review on Two Girls of Gettysburg, which is a historical fiction novel. It's about the Civil War, and it's the alternate viewpoints of two girls. They're teenagers. They're like 15 and they're like 20 by the time the war is over. I do think that it's not very well edited because this is a big book. And honestly, like it's a good story, but it the book, if it had just been edited a little bit more, just like taken out a lot of the like descriptions and the I don't know, just the pages and pages and pages of just like meaningless things, then the book could have been like this big. So, I mean, that's my only concern about this book, that it's long, and I mean this isn't like super long, but I don't know, it just kind of felt long because there wasn't a lot going on about it. And it's funny because um this girl is she's from the South, and her name is Rosanna. So this girl's from the South, and then this girl is from the North, and she actually lives in Gettysburg, and so does Rosanna. So it's Lizzie. Wait, nope. Sorry, camera's backwards. It's Lizzie and Rosanna, and they're cousins, and they both start out in Gettysburg, but Rosanna's family lives in I believe they live in South Carolina. Let me check. It doesn't say, but I think it's South Carolina or it's Virginia. Let's just say South Carolina. And so she's originally from the South, Rosanna is, but she's up in the North in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania with Lizzie, her cousin. And and the war starts, and Lizzie's father and brother go off to war. Her brother ends up running away to war, and kind of they just kind of realize that it's a bigger deal than they thought it was going to be originally. And basically Rosanna, this girl, ends up, see, like most covers you can't really like tell who's who, but the author or whoever really planned it so that you know who's who on the cover. So Rosanna, she runs away back to the South, and she kind of has like a sketchy past. Like it's just kind of sketchy. Like you find out more by the end of the book. So she goes back south, and she ends up marrying a Confederate, which is the South, soldier. So she just kind of gets wrapped up in that whole like romantic old South whatever. And Lizzie is stuck in the North, and they're getting older because I mean the Civil War took like 5 years. So they're getting older, and Rosanna ends up going and becoming a nurse on the battlefield. And so she sees a lot. It's the Rosanna's point of view is a little bit more interesting, I want to say, than Lizzie's point of view, just because I don't know, like she's on the battlefield and she's not just like waiting for her brother and dad. But I mean, both points of views are they they you need them for the story. And Lizzie's kind of like on the home front in Gettysburg, and it's funny because they're always like, "Oh, the war will never come to Gettysburg." Sucks. And Lizzie falls in love with this boy, and this romance, oh my goodness, it is so cute, and I don't know, it's just cute. And so it just kind of, the whole story is just about the Civil War and about how it like kind of tears them apart, because there's like 2 years where they don't talk to each other, and they basically hate each other, and it's really sad. But in the end, it's all good, and they reconcile, and So it's just good. And I really like this book. This book is good like on a car ride or like for, I don't want to say it, but for a class project. Um, and just kind of like if you're into the whole Civil War thing, um, which I know that I am. I'm sort of, but it's a good read. Just a little bit long. We could do without the pages and pages of Rosanna describing how much she loves her husband um, when they've actually only known each other like 2 days. That annoys me. Anyways, I do recommend this book if you are looking for a good Civil War book. It's not my favorite, but I feel like I needed to do a review on it anyways because it was a quality book, and I just felt like, you know, it kind of needed to be said. And I give Lisa Keene, the author, I give her major kudos because this is a long book, and the print is pretty small. So, good for you, Lisa Keene, for writing a really, really long book. So, and this is like a library book kind of thing. Like you want to check it out from the library. I don't know if you would want to buy it just because you probably won't read it again because it's long. But it's a good book. Sorry, I'm like ragging on this book. I don't know why. Because I liked it. It was a good story. But just kind of the way it turned out is that, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this review.